Welcome to another Auto Gear Reviews video. Today we are lucky to be sponsored by our good friends DDPAI, creators of a whole lineup of different dash cams, really modern dash cams for every price category and every appetite for variety of really advanced, from basic to advanced features. So we are today reviewing the Mini 2X, a very affordable yet very powerful, small, really small. That's how small this camera is. It's a dash cam. Well, kind of at a glance, I can tell you that this is a 2K, so very high resolution, not 4K, but you don't need 4K on the road, in my humble opinion. 2K resolution, forward-looking camera with adjustable 360-degree rotating angle, which can be done. It gets stuck straight to the windscreen. We're going to see it in a minute how it's done. It has the slot, obviously, for a memory card and USB-C power supply. It has the reset and menu button over here. Controls are happening via Wi-Fi and via DDPAI app. And also this thing boasts 5G connectivity of Wi-Fi to your phone, so transfer of the imagery is going to be much faster, as well as it has a higher aperture and a very sensitive nighttime sensitive sensor. It's not a night vision cam per se because it's too small and the budget category obviously, but basically what I'm going to say is it will do much better than a similarly priced budget dash cam will do of some other brand. That we can absolutely double check with the overlaid video for you once I have access to it. And as well as I have to compliment DDPAI here straight away by making the pricing on this product is very competitive. Its pricing without any discounts at the moment of recording of this video at the end of 2024 is about $100. However, right now, once again, when I'm publishing this, the discount is massive of $40. You can get this beauty for $60 if you order from DDPAI website, without any other discount codes, which we may or may not have for you. I would always check in the description of the video, and why can't I be conclusive on this is because those codes occasionally expire, so it depends on when you're watching this video. Always check the description for new offers. This is an impressive product. Let's install it, let's check it in action, and I will then render some kind of verdict for you. Installation of this camera is nothing surprising and very simple. If you're lucky enough to have the USB port conveniently placed kind of high above here to connect the dashcam specifically, as a lot of Chinese manufactured cars are coming with. I have no idea why Japanese cars do not do it for years already. Well, this MG has that lovely port. You can use a shorter cable if you have it, USB-A to USB-C, and connect this little kind of wrap, however you like it, this little cord around the camera, and make sure that there is power coming through that port first before you commit to the placement of the camera. If you don't have a port like this, well, it's unfortunate, but it's a more traditional installation where you will use the supplied prying rod, a plastic kind of little prying rod that will allow you to kind of shove the supplied very long cable along the perimeter here, along the perimeter of the A pillar and the window, and all the way to the cigarette lighter 12-volt outlet. Also, obviously the plug is supplied with the device. The only thing that's not supplied with the device is the memory card. Memory card needs to be yours. You need to buy it, but they cost nothing these days, so that's hardly a problem. It's just out of the box, the camera will not be ready to be used. You need to have that card straight away with you. Some cameras come with those cards, some cameras don't. This one doesn't. Okay, now what's beyond that? So I have installed it over here. Obviously, first you kind of glue on, stick on this static electricity insulation little plastic pad, if you like, transparent pad, and then you commit to placement of this of the camera itself. The 360-degree rotatable lens allows you to adjust the angle a little bit, and then I'm kind of showing to you here on the screen. I took a bit of a punt, but you can be a bit more educated before you do glue it on to make sure that wherever you put it, it's not straight in the middle of your car windscreen. It's kind of to one side, either to the left side or to the right side. So make sure that you think that it takes in enough of a road for you. So for example, I'm here posing as a pedestrian. I want to make sure that the camera angle is wide enough to capture me on the opposite side. So if my camera is over here right now, I want to make sure that when I walk all the way to the opposite side, it sort of captures me as well, as if I'm someone who is ready to step onto the road, which in this case I think is an accurate enough simulation because I'm about 2, if not more, meters away from the car on the left hand side, if we are looking at from how I'm sitting right now in the car, and the camera still captured me fine. So over here, throughout the conversation, I'm overlaying the quality, the footage on the road. So I've driven a little bit with the car already. It's a very hot, sunny day in Sydney, Australia. And let's both be the judges of the quality. I think it's definitely, let's call it not worse, it's definitely competitive to something like, let's say, Viofo VS1, which is also a small camera that I have reviewed in the past. It's a direct competitor to this camera. It's a mini camera, and I think for a mini camera, it's okay. The footage is great. Is it the best one ever I've seen in my life? Of course not, but it's also a very cheap camera. It's a rather powerful device, very nicely built from what I can see right now. For this price range. Once again, I'm amazed that DDPAI made it so cheap. The nighttime conditions remain to be sort of more thoroughly, I suppose, inspected, and kind of the car needs to be with this camera for a longer period of time than I have spent so far recording this footage. But I think it's decent. I think it's rather decent, and I think it's definitely you know, respectable, I suppose, respectable, the work that the sensor with this high aperture is doing. The stated operating parameters for this car, as far as temperature is concerned, are from -20 to 60 degrees Celsius. 60 degrees, everything would be boiling, would be cooking alive if it was 60 degrees, even though in hot Australian sun, when the car is standing out there, it's probably good 40 degrees, probably 35 to 40 degrees inside of the car. It's inhuman. However, these at least officially stated parameters suggest that the car is going to survive being parked in the sun, right there in the open Australian sun. But yet again, only time will tell. We have to test the camera over a longer period of time to pass some kind of longer term judgment. So far so good is all I can say. Connectivity with the app is what you would expect. You need to connect the car via Bluetooth. Bluetooth needs to be on, and you are connecting the car via Wi-Fi in order to download the images and in order to download the videos. But for just general operation of the camera, Bluetooth is enough. So if it's Bluetooth is turned on, everything should be okay. And when the app is showing you a blank white screen and says press a button, it says to you that when that prompt appears on the screen, you need to press the physical button on the side of the camera. So don't let this confuse you. Don't be lost there, as I was the first time. This is actually very straightforward, but maybe it's lost in translation. It's a bit of a strange kind of instruction, in my humble opinion. Password for the camera Wi-Fi is provided in the booklet with you, but in case you don't find it, which I didn't first time, it is 123456790, 10 digits. That will connect you to Wi-Fi, and then you can enter the album, start downloading. Even editing of the videos that the camera has produced is possible with the app itself. One thing also to point out is that when you are connecting to the Wi-Fi of the camera and when you're starting to go into album, look at the recorded videos, other kind of stuff on your phone, that is when the camera stops recording. It disconnects. It stops recording in that moment. So if that's of some importance to you, make sure that you're doing all of that when your footage that the camera is recording while the car is on is irrelevant to you. So do editing afterwards. Yeah, the camera disconnects during that period of time, but it's pretty obvious. The settings are allowing you to turn off that hello DDPAI, which I don't mind, but I know as this is the car of my wife, it will annoy her. So I have turned it off in the settings. That's fine. So next time the camera starts, there might be a couple of blinks, but it is not going to say hello DDPAI. Okay. All right, overall, all in all, I think it's an incredibly competitively priced and solid, from what I can tell from this first impressions, product by DDPAI. I wouldn't expect anything less of them. They're a solid brand. They produce, by the looks of it, really nice car automotive electronics, and we have more cameras from them to review. They have an amazing Z60 powerhouse of a dash cam that I'm going to be installing in my car and going to review for you very shortly. So why not give this video a like so that more of us interested in dash cameras and other automotive electronics people see it on YouTube. And yeah, and it tells me that you enjoyed the video. Check always the links in the description of this video when certain promotions are. They sometimes come, they sometimes go, but it's good to stay connected and for you not to miss out on some special offers from DDPAI in this particular case. I'm very grateful to DDPAI for providing this product for my little review, and I hope you've enjoyed this. And I'll see you in the next one, sometime next week or in a couple of weeks maximum. See you later. Goodbye for now. Thanks for watching.